channel. Before church started Wednesday, I prayed that the message would be something that I could make a video about and that it'd be something that a lot of people could relate to, and he answered my prayers because this message was great. It was really good. The title is Forgiveness. I have my laptop right here because I jotted down some notes from the service that I wanted to read off. The first thing is, I don't want to sit here and read bullet points, so I'm probably going to read the bullet point and then build off of it. Sit down! I do have my coffee here, and it's good. I'm enjoying it. Okay, so the first bullet point is, not forgiving somebody does nothing to them, it only affects you. 9 times out of 10, when we're not forgiving somebody, it's because something in our brain is telling us that by not forgiving them, it's hurting them. When in reality, it's not hurting anybody but us. So, I don't know why our brain thinks that when we aren't forgiving somebody that it's doing something to them, because in the long run it is 100% only affecting us. That person doesn't care if we've forgiven them, because if you think about it, they didn't care that they hurt us, so why would they care if we forgave them? Not forgiving somebody only negatively affects you. By the way, if y'all look at my hair right now, I don't know what this is, okay? I took a shower like 5 minutes ago, and this side decided to dry like a normal side, and then this side I'm not sure, so focus more on this side because this actually looks really pretty and that never happened. So the second thing is, when you don't forgive somebody, you mentally chain yourself to that person. Like, until you forgive them, you are chained to that person, even if they're 1,000 miles away. If somebody says their name or if you see a picture of them, automatically all that pain and that hurt comes back just because you have not forgiven them. You could think that you're fine and that you forgave them and that it's all good, and then somebody could say something that just makes you think about them and your mood changes completely. You'd get mad, you get upset, whatever it is, it really has an impact on you. You have to be mentally prepared to forgive somebody that may not even be sorry. Like, you just have to sit there and forgive them. And I know that, I think it was my second video, I talked about forgiveness and I talked about how I had forgiven a lot of people that have done me wrong. And yes, that is true. But after this service, actually not even after, as soon as this service started, somebody's name popped in my head. I knew that that was God telling me that I had not forgiven them, and even though I thought I did, I was still holding on to some of the pain and the anger that they had caused me, and that's not healthy. And back to, I think, the second point. Yes, whenever I would see pictures of them or I would hear their name, it would upset me and it would affect my mood. I was like, okay, I'm giving it to you, God. Like, I'm done. I don't want to hold on to this anymore. I don't want to suffer like this anymore. I just don't want to. It's not worth it. Forgiving somebody is not letting them off the hook. Sitting there and saying, okay, I forgive you, it's fine, like, yeah, I'm over it, does not mean that it didn't hurt or that what they did wasn't wrong, because it was. That person that broke your heart should not have done that. That person that abused you should not have done that. That person that left you, that parent that left you, that friend that left you, they should not have done that. But forgiving them is just something you have to do in life, and that's the only way that you can really grow and move on. If you just sit there and not forgive them, you're going to stay in that same spot, in that same mental state as you were whenever it first happened, whether it's 2 years later or 6 months later. You need to let that go. He had said, unforgiveness changes you. Like, yes, it affects your emotions and your mental state, but it changes you on the outside. If you know me now, I'm a very positive, upbeat person. Like, I'm just one of those people. But 2 years ago, you would not recognize me. 2 years ago, I was that person that would sit there and just be in a bad mood for no reason. I would sit there and yell at people that were trying to talk to me or help me. I was just so negative towards so many people, because you sit there and you bottle up all your emotions and all your pain and you project it onto so many other people around you. And that's just, those people aren't the ones that hurt you, and those people don't deserve it. And even the people that did hurt you don't deserve it either, because people make mistakes. Oof. You sit there and you choose to say, okay, I forgive this person no matter what they did to me, no matter if they're sorry or not. Just to journal about it. Writing your feelings down is such a release. Like, don't go find your release in other things that are unhealthy or that are negative or can possibly ruin your life. Don't go find it in drinking, drugs, sex, whatever it is. Don't go find your release in that because you're hurt. Sit there and talk about it. Let it out. I wrote so much whenever I was going through the darkest points in my life. That's because I didn't know how to tell yeah, that was fun. I did that because I did not know how to tell anybody else. Even if you feel like you have nobody else, you got God. No. Even if you feel like you have nobody else, or if you feel like nobody really cares, you can always sit down and write about it. And then we got 2 more points. Talk to God about it. God, yes, God already knows everything that's going on. In reality, the only person that will truly 100% always listen is God. Just sit in your room, lock yourself in your room, turn your lights off, turn some music on, and just sit there and talk to God about it. Tell him what you're feeling, tell him what you're experiencing, and he will help. Just, it's so important to have your time with God, especially when you're going through that rough patch of not forgiving somebody. Write about it, talk to God about it, and the last thing is to pray for blessings for that person. It sounds silly and it sounds weird, but it's so important. It takes such a strong person to sit down and just pray blessings and success and happiness over somebody that completely destroyed you. There's just some power in that. Sit there and say, God, I hope that you're taking care of blah, 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 and that he's doing good or she's doing good, and that they're successful and they're happy. It's definitely like you're sitting down and saying that you're giving it to God. So that's all I have today. I'm probably going to edit this a lot so that it's not so long, because I don't really like posting that long of videos on my channel, but it is what it is, you know. I hope that this video did help somebody. This message helped me so much. It was so powerful. My pastor preached an amazing message. Credits to him, because not all of these words were mine. Some of them were his, and he's absolutely amazing, and I love him so much. But if you guys want some topics that I can talk about, if y'all are struggling with something, comment down below and I will happily find Bible verses. I will happily write notes about it and apply personal experiences if it will help you, because that's what I want to do. So thanks for watching, and I'm not sure when I'm going to post this. I posted a few days ago, so I probably won't post this today. I don't want to post that close together, but I will try to post at least once a week. And yeah, I hope that you guys like it. Thanks guys, have a good day.